Welcome once again to the latest installment of Weekly Meat, the Isaac and Meat Boy news segment that does not come out weekly. We've got giant news regarding the Tarnished mod, some End is Nigh stuff, and a dash of mewgenics tidbits to boot. As usual, let's go ahead and take a look. Something a little bit different for the news segment today. Edmund just finished remaking his new office, and by God, it looks pretty cool. There's a weird, rusty, almost medieval sheen to the whole thing, and I can safely say I haven't seen anything quite like it. I'm sure it'll keep him in the proper mindset for all the crazy stuff he makes for us on a regular basis. While we're on the subject of Mr. McMillan himself, let's talk about his latest Isaac-related stream that he did. Information that was brand new is in sparse supply, but he did tell us that the third Isaac subscription box would contain the 4 Horsemen shirt, so that was pretty neat. He also reiterated that the mass-requested Void rework isn't likely to happen in an official capacity, stating that he'd rather work on brand new content if he was going to dedicate time to Isaac as a game again. Kind of discouraging for sure, but not unexpected. I imagine rebalancing things is not nearly as exciting as creating brand new stuff for your game, so guess we all have to just roll with it for now. He also mentioned on stream that if you're in the UK, you can check out the Maestro Media booth at the United Kings Game Expo to get a special promotion card for the Binding of Isaac 4 Souls. Speaking of 4 Souls, it was confirmed on stream that the cards included in the 4 Horsemen box would include 3 different cards, all of which are themed around assembling these cubes to get Ultra Flesh Kid. Still really upset that they couldn't get the real Super Meat Boy for this one. Truly breaks my heart, but it is what it is. What I like about this episode of Weekly Meat in particular is there was a lot that happened across all kinds of different Edmund IPs, but before I get into that fully, I want to take the time to ask that you do the thing all content creators ask you to do, like, comment, subscribe, and maybe even join the Discord server in the description. We're trying to hit 400 members, and I'd really like to see you in there. Okay, back to the video. Let's focus on something that's a little farther off on the horizon. That's right, mewgenics. We've gotten some really nice short clips showing not only the combat, but some of the scenario-based story decisions you'll have to make between combat, and in typical Edmund fashion, it's pretty vile. One such scenario gives you the option to take part in an algorithmically unfriendly group activity that, going off of the screenshot thankfully, seems optional. Part of me is very relieved that Edmund is keeping some of his edge, as I know that there's an increased reluctance to put risky humor in games these days, so even if it does make me wince, I think that's the point in the first place. A little late to this one, but Tarnished Eden has been officially released for the Binding of Isaac Epiphany mod. Her abilities play into the theme you've come to expect from both her tainted and vanilla variants. I could explain in detail how the character works, but instead I'll go ahead and link Slay's excellent video showcasing the character in the description, as well as my own video that the Tarnished team has decided to label as their official trailer, which I'm very thankful for. Let's pivot to the End is Nigh, specifically the End is Nigh Shattered Spectrum. An update to the giant fan-made game included not only level rebalancing, but also entirely new tracks that were composed specifically for this game, including the one you're listening to right now. Keeping in line with the base game, these new tracks are reimaginings of classical songs, and I think they did it perfectly. Links to that mod's Discord will be in the description as well, and be sure to give the audio composer some love while you're there. And now for the return of our I Can't Believe It's Not Meat segment, where we recommend games you're sure to like if you enjoy Super Meat Boy or The End is Nigh. The game you're seeing on screen is called Right. Right is a non-pretentious, tried and true indie platformer that has no complicated gimmick or crazy genre overhaul. It's simple indie platforming, and sometimes that's really all you need. You'll make your way through short levels with optional collectibles before ultimately grabbing the required key in each level to get to the next. To be completely honest, the first handful of levels do start off a bit slow, but once things pick up, it's a nice, respectable romp with really decent pixel art. If you're in the market right now for short levels and fun platforming, you could do far worse than Right. That's going to be it for this week, guys. Please do all the typical things content creators ask you to do, like, comment, subscribe, etc. It really does help. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.